This group here, we've got a goal, and it's a team goal, and that's what drives everything we do.
Last year it felt like everyone was saying, oh, Waterloo just squeaked into nationals, Waterloo just squeaked by and got the McCaw Cup. So yeah, definitely this year we're kind of like not the underdogs.
Centers in front, they score!
It's like a family when we come here. It's fun, it's enjoyable, there's always laughs in the change room. It's a great time.
This group is pretty special. It's a family. You know, when you're down, the people that pick you up are your family.
The friendships and the bonds I have with this team, that's something that no one can take away from us.
Everybody on the team wants to win and is willing to work hard to do that.
I'll always be a fan of Waterloo women's hockey.
The University of Waterloo, situated in the heart of Waterloo, Ontario, is known for its outstanding academics and Canada Geese, but it is also home to the Waterloo Warriors and the Waterloo Women's Hockey Team, a group at the forefront of women's athletics that continues to reach new heights. From humble beginnings on local community rinks to a formidable presence in the Columbia Icefield, these athletes forged a path that inspires not only future hockey players, but every person with a vision for something greater. The team established themselves among Canada's hockey elite with their first OUA championship title in a comeback win against U of T in overtime in the 2024 McCaw Cup.
I mean, I feel like the playoff run before winning McCaw would probably be like the proudest, aside from McCaw, obviously, but the proudest I have been personally with the team and myself. It was really in those moments that we were like, oh shoot, like we're good, like, you know, we can go far, this is fun, and everyone was having fun.
But they have unfinished business at the national level, falling to l'Université de Montréal in a shootout for the bronze medal. Hosting the 2025 USports National Championships this year comes with a guaranteed entry to the tournament, but the Warriors were headed into the regular season with the goal of showing everyone that they belong there. In their final season donning the iconic black and gold, veterans Leah Herford and Madison Pritchard are poised to make their last dance unforgettable as the 2024-2025 season kicks off with a clash against a familiar foe. The stage was set for an unforgettable showdown at the Columbia Icefield as the Warriors faced off against the University of Toronto in their home opener as a rematch of last season's OUA final. As the final buzzer sounded, the Warriors came out on top, as they were now on a mission to defend their title and prove that they were more than just one-time champions.
I've got to say, the first time we played U of T, when we raised the banner in our barn and then won that game, I think it was a pretty defining moment, kind of making a statement to the league, making a statement to our teammates, and just showing everyone what we're capable of. It was a pretty defining moment, and it started our season off pretty well.
As the Warriors unveiled their 2024 OUA banner, the air was electric. The taste of victory fueled their ambition and served as a motivator to aim even higher.
That game kind of gave us a chance to show that, hey, it's a new year, but we're still a team that's going for a championship here, and we plan on doing everything we can to bring it back.
Last year it felt like everyone was saying, oh, Waterloo just squeaked into nationals, Waterloo just squeaked by and got the McCaw Cup. So yeah, definitely this year we're kind of like not the underdog, so it's definitely different that way, but you know everyone's gunning for you, so you can get yourself fired up that way too.
One of the people getting them fired up is longtime Warrior and captain Leah Herford.
I think last year we came in as an underdog, not maybe expecting an outcome. We obviously knew we had a really good chance and that we could do it. This year we're coming in like it's our championship, it's our cup, it's our game, it's our barn. we just have to show up and get the job done. We're defending. Like, we need to pull our socks up and go to work. And if we do that, then it's ours.
The 2024-2025 season was one for the record books. In a season filled with dramatic overtime wins, nail-biting shootouts, and some tough losses that only made them stronger, the Warriors built an impressive OUA record of 18 wins, 3 regulation losses, and 5 overtime losses, scoring 88 goals while holding opponents to just 49.
Coming into kind of the season, a lot of teams were out to get us. So we had to kind of play even every game during the season like it was our last game, because every team was playing like that against us, and we had to kind of give that back to them.
Offensively, the season was powered by the dazzling efforts of top scorers. Forward Carly Orth emerged as a standout leader, finishing with 11 goals and 20 assists in 24 games. Right alongside her, Captain Leah Herford made her contribution with 8 goals and 17 assists. Backed by stellar goaltending from Kara Mark, with an astounding .944 save percentage and 4 shutouts, the Warriors saw themselves finishing second in the OUA West Division. But statistics tell only part of the story. With the regular season now behind them, the focus has shifted to the ultimate test, the OUA playoffs, and the chance at once again lifting the Judy McCaw Trophy.
Live from the Columbia Ice Field Arena on the North Campus of the University of Waterloo, tonight it's Game 1 of the OUA quarterfinal as the Waterloo Warriors host the Laurier Golden Hawks. The road to Elmira has its first traffic today. The Warriors know they'll be there, but they have a title to defend, and for the second time in a row, it goes through their neighbors on University Avenue.
With a quick burst of speed from the Golden Hawks, the Warriors found themselves in a 2-goal deficit early in the second period.
I looked around the room in between the first and second, or second and third, we went down 2-0, and we looked at each other and we were like, well, we're down. What else can we do other than have a good attitude and try and go out and finish the job? And we have been down through the year in a couple of games, more than 2, so we were kind of confident in ourselves and said, you know what, what do we have to lose? Let's go out and just do our best, and that's what we did.
McDonald is away, shorthanded. McDonald scores! The shorty from McDonald! And the Warriors have cut the deficit in half. Mitchell, her shot, they score! Tipped in by Pritchard, and the game is tied. We are back to square one as the Warriors erase the 2-goal third period deficit. What more would you want in round 1, game 1? Herford centers it in front, they score! Tatum James from Leah Herford. Warriors take game 1.
Sean Regan, head coach, University of Waterloo women's hockey team. You can say the word cliche, resiliency, going down 2 goals to Laurier and coming back in the third period, tying it up, and then winning the game. This group is life tested. They've been through challenges off the ice, on the ice. That's kind of what defines our group, and confidence. It's a very confident group.
I think our biggest thing is resilience. We can be down 2-0, and the girls, they just have no quit. It's not that they're cocky, they're just confident that they believe in each other, that we can win every game. So when we come in and when we get down, they're just completely resilient. Nothing will faze them.
Part of that motivation and resilience is derived from the loyal fan base here at the Columbia Ice Field.
Oh, I think fans can make all the difference, especially in a rink like this. We're so lucky to have this arena here, and it's a little smaller than some of the other arenas we play in, but we can fill it up. We sell out of tickets for playoff games, and the energy the fans bring, it kind of just motivates us even more to keep going. And when they get loud and they bring their pots and pans and they get their signs going, we have some pretty rowdy fans, and I've heard some pretty ruthless chants over the years, especially in playoffs.
When you walk into a barn, and our rink isn't that big, so when we have a few hundred fans cheering us on, it just creates such a good energy and helps us want to achieve and win for them.
You can feel the energy on the ice. Like, we may not acknowledge it, or we may just like smile or wave, but it's so fun to play in those games.
After a thrilling Game 1, the Waterloo Warriors hold a 1-0 series lead against the Laurier Golden Hawks. And now, with a victory tonight, they can clinch the series and get one step closer to their championship dreams.
Nice move, toe drag, she scores! Another short-handed goal. The Waterloo faithful here rise to their feet, eliminating the Golden Hawks from the postseason for a second straight season.
Building a winning program requires more than just on-ice performance. Results are the direct consequence of preparation that goes on behind the scenes.
My name's Jacqueline Schwantz. I am one of the athletic therapists here at the University of Waterloo and work with the women's hockey team. I think this week in particular, we've had a few players that have come back from injury, and so it's been really nice to know that putting in all the time and effort to help the players is helping and working, and it's really exciting to see them get ready to play tomorrow. We're working really hard to make sure that, especially in playoffs, the athletes and the players, they're number one, and so anything that we're doing, we're trying to make sure that they don't have to worry about anything else, they just have to worry about playing the game. And I think because we have that common goal of supporting the players, that just creates a really positive atmosphere for everyone, and we sort of have banded together to really support them and allow them to be successful.
My name is Martina Landstead, and I'm the head equipment manager. On a game day for a 7 o'clock game, I'm here by 10 a.m. and then I'm here till at least 10 or 11 p.m. at night, and there's just so many little details that go into equipment that I think nobody either notices at times or just don't know that I do. For me, honestly, just being able to be around the girls and the team, it's great every day and it's fun and I love it, and so to still be going in the playoff series is just a big reward, and knowing that we still have nationals ahead is just nice to know.
My name's Barb, and I'm the team manager of the Waterloo women's hockey team. No matter what your role is in the team, whether you're not playing one game, whether you're starting, whether you are our support staff, whether you're a coach, everyone has a role on our team, and we're all one big team. This group is a family. I think if we didn't have such a connection to each other, not even just to hockey, just as friends, I don't think we would be as successful. I think that's a huge, huge difference that we have compared to other teams that we're competing against, is that we're a family.
Round 2 sees Waterloo facing off against the Nipissing Lakers. The team is keeping it light ahead of Game 1, and getting in a quick morning skate helps shake out some of the butterflies before the evening contest.
Pass, pass back, pass, shoot.
Gonna fire pucks at her, and she's gonna tip them. The rule is, when I'm taking shots like this, the rule is, if I hit right, not my fault, it's her fault. But if I hit her in the head, it's my fault. Trying not to injure my teammates before a game. That would be ideal, I think. Maybe clip that shot. That was a really bad shot.
Ports, you sent that knuckleball at me, eh? Were you looking for my head? Were you looking for my head on the knuckleball?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. The thing is, I'm gonna take a shot exactly like that again. You got a little shaky in your boots?
Am I breaking my own ankles? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, whose else's ankles would you break?
Yours.
You're definitely not breaking ours. The only person who breaks my ankles is me.
That was a little nasty, I'll give it to you.
Damn. Of course Herc does it. Of course, man. Erica Porter, number 6, defenseman. I think we're done for the day.
This year, it's an OUA semifinal rematch steeped in history. In 2023, Nipissing swept aside Waterloo in just 2 games. Resolved to flip the script, the Warriors are ready to carve a path toward playoff redemption.
Orth's got some space. Tries to go wide on LeBerge, and Orth's shot stopped by Sandquist.
After a tight-checking first period, the score remains even. But early in the second, it's time for Andrea Murray to step into the spotlight.
Mitchell, cross ice, Murray. Murray protects away from Fisher and shakes her again. Now Murray in front, they score! What a play, Andrea Murray! 1-0 Warriors! Now to Thornton, backhand in front, they score! 27 again, Nikki McDonald, and it's 2-0 Warriors. That will do it. Game 1 goes the way of the Warriors.
I think the intensity of playoffs is what kind of brings us all together. We kind of thrive off of like all the pressure almost, and we almost come together even closer during that time, because during those hard times all we have is kind of to lean back on each other, and we're all there to help each other and support each other through that. So I think that's kind of a big part of playoffs. Is we love playoff hockey. It just brings us closer together. We play better, and it's just a great experience for all of us. I honestly look forward to coming to the rink every day. I love to see the girls with practice, even if it's at 6 in the morning when we have to get up crazy early. It's like a family when we come here. It's fun, it's enjoyable, there's always laughs in the change room. It's a great time.
When you have a team full of 20 to 27 people, like you bond, you see each other every single day. We see each other 6 a.m. Tuesday, Thursday. And like that repeated exposure, and like we're constantly going through adversity, we're doing things that we don't necessarily want to do all the time. You start to make that bond, and that's something that you don't really find anywhere else. The friendships and the bonds I have with this team is different than I would have with a friend from school or someone that I was friends with in high school, and that's something that no one can take away from us.
This group is pretty special. It's a family, and we take that pretty seriously. It's something that we try and build on, and we make sure that everyone feels welcome, and part of that is, you know, when you're down, the people that pick you up are your family. It's they support you, they give you a joke when you need a joke, they'll get honest with you and tell you what you need to hear when you need to hear it, and so those are the people you can kind of always rely on for an honest answer, but they're also always going to be on your side.
The Warriors now look forward to their first road trip of the playoffs, as they load the bus headed to North Bay for Game 2 of the semifinals.
Let's go. Bye. See you later.
As the puck drops, the intensity escalates. While Waterloo strikes first, they find themselves down by a goal in the second.
She's got to break her for it. We'll tuck it in, and it's 2-2 here with the shorthanded marker. McDonald's got a step. McDonald in, and it's 3-2 Waterloo with 12:05 to go.
But with a late tying goal, the Warriors and Lakers are headed to overtime.
And if 60 minutes wasn't enough, Andrew, why not play more? As the third period ends, tied at 3.
At the end of first overtime, it would seem like this game would end in a stalemate. But one rookie had other plans.
Going wide against Fisher, pulls it back in, and there it is, Searage clincher, as Emma Thornton sends the Waterloo Warriors into the McCall Cup final.
Our second game against Nipissing, when we were down, it was pretty awesome to kind of find that resilience to come back and tie the game and head into double overtime when we were all probably exhausted, and coming out from a win, having some insane saves from Kara, and just the attitude on the bench was great. No one was really down, no one was really upset that we made it to double overtime. We were all just super excited and ready to keep going. And the Nipissing fans were giving it to us, so we had to put a big block on that, but we had each other by our side to get through that, and we clearly did, so it was a great finish.
I mean, I feel like everyone was exhausted, but ultimately we came into the room and we bonded together, and we knew that in order to achieve a win, we were really, really all gonna have to work for it and give it our all and leave it all out there. And I think we successfully did that, so I feel like that's a great moment, highlighting our team culture. And I had Nipissing fans behind my net, tapping with coins, so they were doing that all game, so I feel like having to keep up with that, and then also the fans chirping was double whammy, but I feel like York's playoff run last year really helped prepare us for that because they were super loud. So
Thornsey is our first year who scored the second OT goal. There was a couple times where I'm like, Thornsey, you can, in my head, I'm just shoot, it's right there, there's no one on, just go, right? And to see her actually, I think it was the fourth time where I was like, come on, you can do it. And she finally did just shoot that puck and it went in. I was just so proud of her.
Heading into the Macaw Cup, it's deja vu, as Waterloo and U of T are set to face off against each other once again.
Cause I got it by myself. Skirt, 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 skirt. It's okay. I actually didn't feel it. Yeah. Dude, I was gassed. I was on for a minute. I had nothing left in me. I had no business beating that D wide like that though. I do have to do 3 push-ups. That's on my tab right now. I will do this. Yeah.
Finishing ahead in the standings during the regular season means that this year, Waterloo gets to host the final, bringing a different energy with the home crowd present.
I think last year was more pressure felt, I think, by staff, especially that, it was an away game. We're at Toronto, and this year we're hosting, so there's just different challenges and different things going on. The girls are expecting to do well and play well, so that's good. They've been through that journey, and now it's just, this has been their goal all season. They've rarely talked about nationals. The goal is to win the Macaw Cup, and what better way, to have it hosted here against the team we played last year, Toronto.
I think we're lucky with an easy team to coach. Winning last year gave all the girls really good experience. I don't think there's been a game where our girls thought we were gonna lose. We were down 2-0 against Laurier. They knew in the change room that we were gonna come back and win. So it's honestly, the hardest thing would be keeping them healthy and keeping them not sick.
We've been through so much together. There's probably a core of 7, 8, 9, 10 players that have, been put out first round of playoffs, have made it all the way to the end and come short. And yeah, just having that knowledge of what it feels like to not come out on top, that definitely helps. And I know the crowd's gonna be huge on Saturday, so the energy is gonna be a little bit different, and I think some people might be nervous by that, but I know there's a core group that's dialed in, that's not gonna affect anybody.
It's a Macaw Cup rematch as the Waterloo Warriors host the Toronto Varsity Blues. I don't think there could be any better venue than this Columbia Icefield Arena. The roof might come down today with the noise in here.
Prior to puck drop, individual OUA accolades from the year are awarded, including All-Rookie Gracie Smith, Second Team All-Star Lindsay Aitchison, Goalie of the Year Kara Mark, and Player of the Year Carly Orth.
Ready to go. Macaw Cup on the line as the Warriors and the Blues renew hostilities. They score! A deflection in front, and 14 seconds in, the Blues have the lead. And in front, they score! What a play! Abby Whitworth finishes it off, and it's 2-0 Toronto. Wraparound try, rebound is there, they score! Emma Irwin on the power play, and it's 3-0 Toronto.
I think it's really easy to turn on each other in moments of hardship and when things get tough, but we've kind of built this band of people, and when things go wrong, like, we don't turn on each other, and that's something I'm really proud to say. So yeah, I think that's really cool, and it's special because it's not, you can't find that everywhere.
Carly Orth tries to drop it, now she'll shove it on net, they rebound, they score! The Warriors have life, it's 3-1. Herford on the backhand, tipped in front, they score! Nikki McDonald, 28.5 seconds left. Another face-off win for Hereford. McDonald shot, rebound is there. Orth shoveled it on goal. It's cleared into the corner, and that will do it. The Toronto Varsity Blues, once again, McCaw Cup champions.
The season is not over, fortunately, for either of these teams. They will face off, not necessarily against each other. There's an opportunity for them to see each other, but they will both be present at the USports Championships this coming weekend in Elmira.
Hockey is a game, after all. And like any other game, there are wins and there are losses. But the thing about losses is that they feed the desire to win. Coming out of a close defeat in the McCaw Cup, the Warriors were only hungrier to claim the national title.
The biggest challenge has been, we're going to lose. We're going to win. We're going to lose in awful ways, which we've done. We're going to win in great ways, which we've done. So it's just kind of brought our group together and more battle tested, we call it.
At the end of the day, stepping on the ice is just one portion of my day. And, looking at the things that go well and looking at the things that are going well on a particularly bad day helps me get through it. And then going to sleep, waking up and realizing it's a new day and I can change my story.
After coming up short in the McCaw Cup, Waterloo headed into the USports National Tournament as the 8th seed.
We started a little bit slow last week against Vicky and kind of settled in a bit and felt that we finished the game strong. And I think it's just one of those games where an outstanding team beat us, and that's the way it goes sometimes. And I think we'll learn from that and move forward against the number one team tomorrow night in Alberta.
Before the teams step onto the ice against each other, they get to mingle in a friendly setting during the USports Championship banquet. The banquet also serves as the venue for handing out this year's USports Awards.
Now moving on to our first team All-Canadians. Forward from the University of Waterloo, Carly Orth.
It's incredible. I honestly didn't expect it when I found out. I was pretty shocked. I'm super grateful for the support I've had for my off-season training with players, coaches, the support staff we have here, families, friends. I'm honored. I was not expecting it, and I was taken back when I found out.
Game 1 of the USports National Championships sees the Warriors facing off against the Alberta Pandas, a side known for its lightning-fast skating, precision passing, and a season full of dominance, beating out the UBC Thunderbirds for the Canada West title and earning them the number 1 seed this year. Despite being seeded 8th, the Warriors have battled through every challenge this season. Their drive to upset the odds is palpable, and they're ready to leave everything out there on the ice. Earlier in the season, the Warriors proved that they're no pushovers, displaying stellar teamwork and never-say-die attitude during some key victories that defied expectations. At puck drop, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Pandas aim to assert their national dominance early on, while the Warriors are determined to write a new chapter of their legacy by pulling off one of the biggest upsets in tournament history.
And we are set to go. Warriors and Pandas. Here's Carly Orth. She'll go cross ice for Herford in stride. Leah Herford gains the line. Herford shot, score! Leah Herford, 1-0 Warriors. Orth turns it back up ice, now a 2-on-1. Smith with James. Gracie Smith scores! Gracie Smith pulls the roof off the Woolwich Memorial Center. 3-0 Warriors. Waterloo knocks off the top-seeded Pandas. Kara marked the shutout. The Warriors win.
I think the leadership group and the veterans in prior years really built this championship mindset where you work hard and good things will come. So I think I'm proud to leave the group in those hands and carry on that mentality. Everybody on the team wants to win and is willing to work hard to do that. So it's really awesome to be able to leave those girls knowing that they'll do what it takes. So.
Now, as the arena hums with anticipation, the Warriors find themselves at a crossroads as a new trial awaits. Emerging from the echoes of that stunning triumph, they are poised to meet the Concordia Stingers, last year's national champions. And today, it's a clash of determination versus dynasty. The Warriors, riding high on the adrenaline of their unbelievable victory, have come out with a spark that promises they're not just a one-hit wonder.
Murray qui remet à Atchison. Atchison décoche un tir, dévie, une occasion et le but! Tout de suite après l'avantage numérique, les Warriors sont capables de retrouver le fond du filet. Et c'est l'ancienne des Stingers, Brody Levitt.
Down, Lucier lost it, Levitt. Levitt scores! It had to be Brody Levitt. The Golden Path trophy is at the end of this march. The Warriors are still on the path into the gold medal game tomorrow.
When we won the Concordia game is when I really noticed like how much of a crowd there actually was, and how many like Waterloo like students and then just fans came out to support and stuff. So it's a really, really crazy and awesome experience.
Yeah, no, definitely having the fans and people behind us kind of gets us going and always is exciting, but I think at the same time, like, the best part is the bench more than the fans, knowing that we all have each other's back and we're supporting each other is the best thing. The fans are obviously a massive impact, but sometimes it is kind of easy to block them out and to just focus on what's in front of us and on the ice.
As the ice is set for the final showdown, the Warriors are set to face the formidable Bishop's Gators. Known for their strategic precision and fierce competitiveness, the Gators, champions of the RSEQ conference after an upset against the Concordia Stingers, bring a hunger for victory that promises to make this game a battle for the ages. Both teams have battled through high stakes and pressure, but tonight, only one will emerge as national champions. As we stand on the brink of history, the excitement is riveting. The energy in the Woolwich Memorial Arena resonates like a heartbeat, echoing every ounce of passion these athletes have poured into their craft. The Warriors are looking to continue their story and capture gold on home ice, while the strategic prowess of the Bishop's Gators look to secure their place atop the podium.
Just about set in a packed house, a sold-out barn in Elmira, the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena, that is clad in black and gold. Daphne Boutin now. Santerre, wrister scores!
The only save that I've actually seen a video of again is the one in the championship game. I made a glove save on one of the Bishop's girls. It's the only save that I've actually seen and like been able to watch over. So I was hoping it was going to get like a little bit of a momentum change for the girls and hopefully help us get a goal, but
Rousseau one-on-one, Rousseau scores!
going through all the adversity we did during the season and going through all of the adversity we faced, whether that be losing the McCaw Cup game or just like losing regular season games, I feel like we were able to really grow and bond together, and I feel like that's really what makes a great hockey team, and I feel like that's what helped us get to the final game at Nationals. So. It was tough. I didn't think I was gonna cry. The Warriors, like, have done so much for me, so it sucks. I wish if I could come back, I would. Getting to do it in Elmira, though, was really cool. Like, I don't think I'll ever realize how cool that was until 5 years from now. Getting to do it in front of all my family and biggest supporters. Sorry. I think in the moment it was heartbreaking and everything, so trying to get out of that headspace was tough, but it was pretty easy when I came out of the room and like everybody's families and parents are cheering and hugging me, and I'm a mess, like I'm crying, we just lost, but it was such a cool feeling to know that the support is there regardless and like unconditionally. My last few games, I tried to soak up every moment. I had friends and family that had come from home, which is 8 hours for me. So for my last few games to be at a USports championship in our home city with my family and friends and all of our fan base, it was amazing. It was something that I will cherish for the rest of my life. And for me personally, like the last moment on that ice after we won silver, I gave everybody a hug as they got off the ice, and I kind of just took the last three minutes on my own to just soak in what it's like to be on the ice in a Warrior jersey before stepping off. So, I mean, there's no other way I'd rather go. I mean, a gold medal would have ideally been a way to go, but that is a moment I'll cherish forever, for sure. I think this year, it just sucked because I thought we deserved it. We worked so hard and we battled, and yeah, it was devastating, but I said that at the end of the game
I would have way rather been in our room losing the final than to be on another team winning, because my team is special.
I think for us, from day one, the memo's always been that like we're together and that there's no man left behind. And I think we really followed through with that this year. And I think it honestly does make the culture in the change room a lot stronger when you can all bond and you don't feel like you're just a part of a team, but there's more behind it, and you can talk about whatever and say whatever, and everyone supports you and loves you, and there's no one that doesn't care about you in that room.
I mean, you're with these people for a full season, and the first day walking into the room and meeting everybody and like kind of just sporadically seeing people throughout the summer and that kind of thing, like you never really know how much of an impact they eventually will have on you. So looking back, it's really neat to see like how much growth everybody has overcome, and yeah, I don't know, very neat to see everybody have developed into the player that they are now and the person they are now.
I've said to multiple girls, you're just losing me and Pritchie, like it's okay, like you guys are gonna be more than good next year, and they all know. I think we lost twice this year in final games, which is not easy to do, but like that's how you build championships, and that's how you build a team that knows how to win because they know how to lose. And I know that the returning girls all have it in them, and I know that they'll go far next year.
What's been the most rewarding part of your job so far?
The most rewarding, I think, would just have to be the family. Like when I joined this team, I really had no idea what to expect, and I have 30 best friends that I can rely on, text. I will always be a fan. I'll always be a fan of Waterloo Women's Hockey.
Of the 2025 Warriors Team of the Year is Women's
Carly Orth, First Team All-Star and Player of the Year. Kara Mark, First Team All-Star and Goaltender of the Year. Second Team All-Star, Gracie Smith.
I think just going higher than what we got this year is a massive goal. I think we have the group next year to do it, and I think we did amazing this year for sure, but I think we definitely do have another step in us, and hopefully taking a dub again next year and running it back to McCaw Cup, and then hopefully going farther in nationals as well as we host.